Okay, good afternoon, everybody. I am Diane Burgess. I'm the product manager for 2020 Insight. I want to thank you for taking the time and your interest today to get a little advanced information and an overview on what is coming in version 11 of 2020 Insight and what to look forward to in the next 12 to 18 months. So I will start with some general information for version 11 highlights. Version 11 is currently still under development. So the information provided is high-level overview of significant enhancements. There is, of course, more to version 11 than what I'm going to go through today. The version 11 RTM ready to market will be released to you at the end of June. It will be generally available by mid-August of 2018, and the general availability just has more to do with the marketing materials and having everything ready on the website. But the software itself for our existing customers will be released at the end of June. It's important to know that version 11 does require an update to SQL 2017. And I also want to point out that once we do the release of version 11 at the end of June, we'll be running two branches, both version 10 and version 11. So one of the first exciting improvements that we're doing in our version 11 release is improvements to the user interface. So we have a refreshed look and feel to Insight that's incorporating ribbon technology and new flat stylized icon sets. We are still in development, so as I showed different slides in this deck, you might see slight variations, and we are still settling on what our out-of-the-box look is going to be, but as always, it will be changeable based on individual preferences. So this is just showing both the options in the options in the ribbon here with the new icons. And skip one, and this is just showing that same look inside a form. So it's just a refreshed, more modernized look and feel in version 11. You can also see that the tabs here have different highlight colors that will come up to display the tab that you're on. For any employees that you may have who have been perfectly happy with the way 2020 Insight was previously laid out and does not like the changes, we will continue to offer the option of working with the navigator down the left side of the screen without the ribbon. But with the updated icons, and for those that just want to stay with the 10 look completely, we have a mode that mimics the version 10 look and feel that can still be running that way. So new functionality that's being released in version 11. I'll start off with our service management module. So this new module is intended to support the management of services and product installations, including scheduling of resources, professionals, and equipment. It offers the advantage of facilitating collaboration, providing efficient service management and delivery, increasing productivity, reducing costs, allowing efficient allocation of resources, improving communication with vendors and customers, enabling visibility across the organization, driving profitability, and of course improving customer satisfaction. So in this module, there's two main components. There's the service order form that I am showing now, where for initiating service orders and selecting resources. So you can see as you key in the service orders, you can tie it to the specific sales orders. You can pick the skills or the resources that you need and push them over via the pushover grid here. The other aspect of it is the service order scheduling, which the screen looks like this, and it's for planning resources, time, and equipment. This new functionality gives you the calendar view where you can accept it, you can add time to it, you can divide it between different resources, whether you do it by group or by person. It's all in the way you choose to set up your data. You can change your views calendar view-wise, if you want to look at it a week at a time, a month at a time, a day at a time, and allocate so you're not duplicating resources or duplicating equipment. So this new module, the service management module, ties directly to our next enhancement, which is coming out with 2020 Insights Mobility, which brings 2020 Insight outside of the factory. So some of the trends that drove us and the market drivers that helped bring out this solution was that maximizing inventory throughput, increasing productivity, and improving accuracy are all goals we see in manufacturing operations. Through the deployment of industrial mobility solutions, manufacturers can now reduce unplanned downtime and enhance worker productivity. And I think we all see that today's customers expect unprecedented responsiveness and information, not only from field sales, but from field service members as well. With a mobility solution, you can tie to your 2020 Insight environment answers and information are readily available. And this, of course, aids in total customer satisfaction. So with version 11, we are releasing three new apps. We have Field Sales, Field Service, and Business Intelligence. Field Sales will offer you the information of customer contact data, GPS map locations, order history, shipment history, and/or status, based on a number of ways you want to look at it by customer. Field Service, which again will be tied directly to our new service management module, offers the ability to view and upload orders, documents, photos, or drawings. You can initiate replacement part orders and/or initiate a RMA, confirm a delivery or an install or any other service that you may be doing on site, and it gives you access to the calendar scheduling tool. In addition, with the Business Intelligence, you can create dashboards and/or KPI charts and view on your mobile device for real-time intelligence to your business. So whatever information you want to see on a daily, hourly basis, you create the charts in your Insight environment. You can look at them anytime with real-time updated information. So the mobility apps will be available for both Android and iOS devices and downloadable from their respective app stores. The activation of these apps, though, will happen on the 2020 Insight side by named users. So this is just showing an example of the app, and when you open it, if you had all three of the mobility modules, this is what it would look like: the Business Intelligence app, the Field Sales app, and the Field Service app. So for Field Sales App's home screen, it gives you access to customers, statistics, orders, and representatives. So the customer drill down, which is showed in the middle screen, will return whatever information that you have set up in your Insight environment. I think this one has an example of a fax number. I don't know that people really have those anymore listed. There's also, what's ever important to your company and the way you view your customer data in Insight transitions straight to the app. Gives you the ability straight from the app. You can send emails, you can make calls, and you can add notes to specific accounts. In addition, any note that was put on that account that exists, you can view it as well as making additions to. The statistics allows you to slice and dice and return the data the way that you want to see it by options and groupings. So there's a scroll bar menu here on the right that lets you pick the way you want to see the data and whether you're looking at it at all customers or specific customer sites. It gives update or ordered status information, and you can drill down into the details to show a customer the status of all their orders, if it's in production, if it's out on a truck, if it's been delivered, true real-time status. The sales manager, the sales representative view has two different views. If you're a sales rep manager, you can set it up so you get a listing of all your sales reps, and then you can drill down by sales rep into that information that gives you their specific accounts and sales number information. Or if you're a sales rep in the field, your app will only be showing you your customer data set and what you need to see. And that just keeps the system running smoothly and quickly. The service management app, again, tied directly to our new module, allows you to execute the scheduled service in real time with up-to-date data and to ensure on-time delivery and customer satisfaction. You have the ability to sync to the local calendar for offline and read-only use. You can kick off replacement orders from the field and show completion of a service order. You can take a photo of a completed delivery and upload it into the order. You can view attached drawings that are on site or any notes. And then finally, in our mobility, we have the Business Intelligence app, where you build the intelligence, the KPI data dashboards that you want to monitor within your 2020 Insight environment and display on your mobile device. You will monitor and retrieve the data in real time. And as always with these Insight apps, we will continue to grow and iterate the 2020 Insight Mobility apps as we move forward past version 11. There's some other thoughts and processes of other apps that we'll be doing in the future, and as customers begin using these, we'll continue to enhance them. So another feature coming out in version 11 is we are adding an integrated solution for panel thaw optimization that will offer the ability to achieve true headcount, allowing increased pattern complexity by separating raw materials into two smaller panels on the first cut, and the incorporation of remnant management into the 2020 Insight data, taking the partially consumed material and putting it back into inventory for future use. In addition to the business intelligence, we're coming out with our mobility solution. We are making some significant enhancements to the business intelligence module that exists in your Insight system today by offering new dashboard components that include pivot grids, gauges, KPI metrics data, and additional chart types. We will also be building out some common intelligence metrics that can be used as supplied out of the box or modified to meet your specific needs. For example, such as revenue by quarter versus target, sales or orders over time, whether you want to view it quarter over quarter, year over year, month over month, however you choose to view it, sales by representatives or sales orders by territory. Just we'll continue to add to the out-of-the-box solution. And then in closing to some of the new items coming out in version 11, we are adding the ability to drag and drop attachments into the 2020 Insight Attachments tab from external sources. We will be releasing a new system action that allows the ability that when you re-roll your standard cost, you will now be able to apply it to existing inventory. We will now allow the ability for items to switch from make to buy, and the procurement method switch as well based on criteria-based conditions. And we will now support changing a product configuration for order lines that are in production as a new feature. Again, this is just a highlight of some of the bigger features, new functionality that we have coming out in version 11, but there will be much more included in the release. So finally, I would like to show a 12 to 18-month view into our roadmap. As with all roadmaps, the product plans and the functionality are subject to change, and other items will evolve and be added as we move forward. I do want to point out that the cadence for our releases or service packs will be every 3 months, so 4 4 times a year, and we will do a major release every other year. So with version 11 coming out in 2018, our next version, version 12, will be a 2020 release. So from the roadmap, you can see that version 10.9, a recent release, released at the end of April 2018, and as we just reviewed, version 11 will release at the end of June, with GA being in mid-August. This also reflects what I had stated earlier, that we will continue with both the version 10 and a version 11 branch, with the 10 branch migrating to stabilizations and bug fixes. So I think you'll one of the things I had you notice is that with all the releases, we have a bucket that we call quick hit customer CTQs in each release. Internally, we call them the CX bucket. This is to capture the fact that we allocate a portion of development resources with every release to address customer needs that come up quickly that may be impeding them from moving forward in their release or going forward. So it's really just to do some service for specific customer requests. We've been doing that for about a year, and it's been extremely successful, and we're going to continue that trend into the version 11. So at a high level, some other items that you will see on the version 11 deck in different service packs. We'll be adding the ability to export and import customizations done in a test environment to a live environment. So if you do a customization or play with things in your sandbox and you like it live, previously you've had to rebuild the data in your live environment. Now we will automatically do an export to let you carry that through. We are adding the ability to multi-select and delete multiple order lines at one time. We are adding a setting to control users from opening multiple 2020 Insight instances if they should not be, so there's more control on the manufacturer side to control that. One of the things we'll be coming out with later this year as well is an asset management module. So we'll offer the ability to track maintenance history, schedule one-off and recurring services, track warranty and lifecycle information, as well as working planned machine downtime into your production schedules. And this asset management is not just for your equipment on the floor. It can be for fleet trucks. It can be for service equipment that you need. It's truly an asset management software program. We will be expanding 2020 Insights Mobility with a shop floor intelligence app coming later in the year. And we have plans to offer a quality management module to help our customers make quality a competitive advantage. And we are gaining some market requirements. I'm working on putting that together for this module, so I welcome you that if your shops are running, your facilities are running to certain quality standards that you want to ensure is incorporated in this new module, I would love to hear what you're using and what standards you adhere to incorporate. We have planned to do this year a shop floor framework enhancement that will bring the current functionality of the shop floor into a web-based solution. Our plans are to add additional modules to this format as it evolves, but we are going to start with the shop floor functionality, which is a very exciting change in our technology there. So that's pretty much our 18-month cycle. It takes us out through August on 2019. Again, these will be added to as we go forward. There are other items that will be worked into this roadmap. It is, of course, a living document and constantly evolving. As always, our customer input into the wants and needs for the product is critical to us and our success, and I am always open and willing to discuss any topic idea that you may have or any comments that you have on what you see here or future enhancements you would like to see. So again, that was a very high-level overview of what's coming out in version 11 and what our near-term plans are. Thanks again, and have a great afternoon.